Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to another LEGO Marvel Superheroes review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 6869, Quinjet Aerial Battle. This set includes 735 pieces and originally retailed for $69.99 back in April of 2012. Now I got this set back in the day when it released alongside some of the other LEGO Marvel superhero sets. This is one of the first in the wave and I'm really happy that I actually own this set. It does have quite a nice box for the price point right there. It's one of those more larger boxes. So getting right into this and looking from the front, you get your logos and your characters in Lego form at the top. Avengers logo, because this was based off the very first Avengers movie. Minifigures and comic included, which I won't be able to show in this video unfortunately. Main picture of the set flying over New York City. Don't like the yellow color that they used there. I don't know why they did that, but that's pretty much all I have to say as a graphic designer. Moving to the back of the box, we get some of our play features for this vehicle and some of the compartments that we'll be looking at in this video. We also get a small picture of the actual Avengers from their movie appearance down at the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty much all for the box, so let's take a look at the instructions. For some reason, this set has 3 instruction manuals, which I'm kind of confused by, but it's fine for what it is. We get our very first instruction booklet just like the other ones. It mimics the front of the box. Very back features the win kit for the time period. Can flip right open to a quick LEGO Club advertisement and a transition to number 2. Back of the second instruction also features another transition to book number 3. And then finally, from the very back of book number 3, we have our piece count for 1 page leading to another additional 2 pages. The final overall model for this set. Any advertisements for more Marvel sets would be seen in the comic book, which unfortunately I don't have in my collection anymore, so I won't be able to show that in this video. So yeah, that's all for the instructions, so let's take a look at our minifigure selection. For our very first minifigure, we have Iron Man in his Mark 7 armor. Now, this version of Iron Man is exclusive. We get some pretty nice leg printing right there, no belt printing, which is kind of disappointing, but it's fine for what it is. Printing from both the front and back of the torso right there, that full dark red look for his character, which works fine. We also get some translucent blue for like that flying action, which I think is very cool that they include that as well. We get 2 studs and 2 of those cylinder pieces at the base of his feet. Now looking at the facial expression, we get the Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man facial expression that they have been using for some time for Iron Man. There's a quick look at the first one with a very nice smirk from the front, and then the other one looks a little bit more furious from the back. Now another new piece that was introduced at the time period is this new Iron Man helmet, which is actually 2 pieces where you can flip up the very top of the helmet, which I really love that LEGO actually did that as a small little play feature. And of course we get the little bit of printing from the very front, and that snaps down nice and easily as you see there. So yeah, that's all for Iron Man. For our next minifigure, we have Thor, God of Thunder, which this minifigure is not exclusive, also coming within a polybag and one other set within this 2012 wave. Now, one thing that I really love about this character is that we get his hammer for his accessory. Really cool that we get that in LEGO form for the very first time within this set. Might have even appeared in a CMF before, I'm not sure, but I know it did appear at some point also within a collectible minifigure series. No leg printing, which is to be expected for these Marvel characters, printing from the front of the torso. Light gray arms, light flesh hands for the flesh tone. One under the neck accessory being this cape in this red color, which fits him quite well. You can take a look underneath the cape, where we get some additional printing from the very back of his torso. And then we also get some printing for the facial expression. So looking at that, there's the first one right there, which I don't like the color of the hair in contrast to the beard. That's my only confusion that we really have with this particular minifigure. I don't think the yellow hair works for Thor. That's really all that I have to say. And then from the other side, we have a more furious look, just like we get for Iron Man. So yeah, that's all for Thor. And then finally, the last Avenger included in this set is Black Widow. Now, this character is exclusive to the set, which is pretty nice. We get some cool leg printing leading up to the belt piece up to the main torso for her overall outfit. Full black look for that. We also get some back printing. You can remove the hairpiece to take a better look at that overall. Facial expression, though exclusive, is okay at best. I think they did a better job in the future for her character. We get a very nice smile from the front, and then from the very back, you can take a look at another open mouth smile right there. And we also get the hairpiece, which I think also fits her character quite well in that more orangey color. So yeah, that's all for Black Widow. For our next minifigure, we have Loki. Now, this version of Loki is not exclusive, also coming within 3 other sets, counting this one. For his accessory, we get his staff, which uses this one piece that I believe we saw previously within Pharaoh's Quest, and then we get that Ninjago knife at the very top of it. Looking at the rest of his character, though, we get some pretty nice leg printing leading up to the top of the belt piece, up to the torso, full dark gray look, though we get the cape inside that green color, which, you know, kind of gives me Gryffindor and Slytherin vibes right there. That's just the way that I see it as a Harry Potter fan. Light flesh hands for the flesh stone. You can take a look underneath the cape where we don't get any back printing, which is to be expected as it is covered up. We also get the facial expression, which, what do you know, it's that one reused facial expression that we've been seeing since the very beginning of the superheroes theme. Even made its way over to Star Wars and to Harry Potter, which is quite disappointing. Hopefully LEGO retires that piece sometime in the future. But other than that, we get this very cool head mold, which is a rubbery mold. You can see that when you actually play around with like the ear things going on right there. Very cool that they actually made a new mold for his hat piece. I wonder if we'll see that within the new CMF, which is rumored to be based off all of the new Disney Plus shows. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for Loki. And then finally, for one of our last minifigures, we have this Chitauri foot soldier, who is not exclusive, also coming within one of the smallest sets in this 2012 LEGO Superheroes wave. Now we get some pretty nice leg printing leading up to the belt piece, up to the main torso, full light gray look other than the hands that are in that purple color. Get the printing from the back of the torso and printing from both the front and back of that golden head. Overall, I think that these characters turned out fine. You know, they're not completely accurate to the source material, but it's good for the time period. Knowing the future direction of the LEGO Marvel Superheroes theme, there is no doubt that we'll be seeing remakes of these in the future, and I'm pretty excited to see that. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this minifigure. Now within the set we get 2 builds, one being the main build for the Quinjet, and then the other one being for Loki's Chariot, so let's take a look at that one. So looking at Loki's Chariot, I think that this build turned out alright. We get a few sticker details just like we do within one of the smallest sets within this wave. Sort of similar build to that also right there, just with that sort of alien style for the Chitauris. But taking a closer look at that, we get some stickers from the very front. And we also get some stickers from the very side. We get that full overall color scheme of the dark gray, the tan, the gold, and also that purple from the very side. We also get a little bit of translucent purple for some pretend guns. No flick-fire missiles on this, which is quite surprising. Get a little bit of spikes down here, some building on the side. We also get a different type of clip piece connection from the very middle. And then of course you get some studded areas, so then you can actually sit some of your characters or stand them if you really want to. So you can have Loki from the very back, standing in that area, and then you can have your Chitauri character piloting the vehicle from the very front, which we don't really get any like control panels or anything that really looks like that, so really it's just fine for what it is when it comes to that. I wonder if LEGO will be making a set like this in the future, maybe like a smaller one just with this vehicle or something like that. Would be very cool to see, but other than that, that's really all that I have to say for this build. Now looking at the build for the Quinjet, this is the first ever time that this vehicle was represented in LEGO form. We did see it a few times after, even all the way to 2019. Currently, I expect them to remake this come 2022, either the winter wave or the summer wave, maybe a bigger one, we'll have to wait and see. But looking at this one, overall, I definitely prefer the 2019 one, though this one is quite nostalgic as one of the first sets that I built for this theme. And if you guys want to check out a comparison between this one and the 2019 one, you guys can actually check out my most popular video on the channel. For some apparent reason, I don't know why that video is so popular, but either way, looking at this, we get some sticker details all around that we're going to look at. From the very front, we get the main cockpit area, which is connected using some Technic pins. Can open this up nice and easily, also using a clip piece connection. Little hard to get that open, but there's a look inside there. We also get a small stickered control panel on one of those 1x4 tiles. We get a little studded area for the seat. Really love the building techniques in there. I think LEGO did a pretty nice job. You can sit one of your minifigures in this general area, that being Black Widow, so placing her within the seated area, you just put her feet on the studded area and then close it up like such, and then the studs do the rest to make sure that locks in place. You can also see another cockpit area up here, which this one can also be lifted up using just a regular connection of some studs and reveal the interior for this set. So looking inside the interior, we get another sticker on this area for some more controls for this vehicle, which I really appreciate them including some extra small details. We get some little seats for your characters to sit, and we also get a fire extinguisher for some apparent reason. LEGO loves to include those in Marvel sets. I don't know why, but it's really cool to see that they spread them out throughout these sets. Also from right here, we get some more stickers from the very side for some extra details. Looking at the wings, we get some large S.H.I.E.L.D. logos. Those are some stickers on these humongous tile pieces. Very cool to get those tile pieces in light gray. You can see the different type of clip piece connection for the very edge of the wing, so you can have it straight on, though it does show it at an angle within the actual instructions. Get another sticker with another S.H.I.E.L.D. logo and some other little writing ups right there. Different type of clip piece connection just for the angling of this. Sort of like the Milano from Guardians of the Galaxy, how they do that type of building techniques. Lots of building on this side, which just to get all of those angles, and I really love how they do that. Same sort of situation from this side when it comes to this vehicle with the stickers. Can take a look at those. And also the wing. Moving to the very back, we get the main engines for the vehicle, which I think those turned out quite nice. Can move up a little bit to take a look at those. We get these larger flag pieces, which I really like getting in that dark blue color. Same sort of situation from the other side, and we get the clip piece connection just for that angling. And you can also see a little bit of that translucent orange just from the very back of the thrusters. Moving to the very back of the vehicle, we also get another different type of clip piece connection that you can lead down to actually enter the ship, which there really isn't anything going on from the very back. I don't know what you're supposed to do there. Maybe you're supposed to store Captain America's motorcycle that you get in a smaller set, but that's really the only use that I see for that particular hangar bay. Moving to the very top, you can take a look. We get a secret trap door, which you can open this up to get another look inside that interior, which, you know, really isn't anything special, like I said, but we do get that little extra feature to access that interior. From the very top of the vehicle, we also get this button. If you press this down from the very bottom of the ship, it will bring down this area, which also has another hidden feature with this little drone vehicle from S.H.I.E.L.D., which also has a little sticker from the very front of that, and you get the clip piece connection for these little wings so it can fly around as you see fit, but you can fold it up like such and plop it right back down underneath there. And then you can bring this back up like such, and it does click into place, and you do press that button from the very top to launch that. Finally, looking at the very bottom of the vehicle, here's just a look at the stability used for this vehicle in general. We also get some wheels which aren't included within the 2019 version, which I applaud them including, just so then if you do want to, you can just roll this around on the wheels, which I really like that. And you can also just take a look from the bottom of the wings just to see a lot of the Technic functions used to bring that all together. And now the final play features actually included in this set that I might as well show are these flick fire missiles. Now if you don't know how these work, you can also put them at different angles with that Technic connection right there. You can flick these out like such, out into the distance, never to be found again unless it launches out like that, or you can just plop it right back in, and we get 2 of those from each side to launch out. So overall, for $70 back in the day, this is a pretty decent set. You get a very exciting minifigure selection for the time period, including some of your main Avengers characters, including Iron Man and Thor, as well as Black Widow. You get the main villain of the first Avengers movie, that being Loki, as well as one of the Chitauri minifigures, which is also pretty cool to get for army building, though they have improved upon those in the future, and I bet they will continue to do so. Now, when it comes to the builds, I think the Chariot build is interesting. It definitely goes along with something else that we get within this wave, though I think the main star of the show has to be the Quinjet, which I think they did a wonderful job with. They also have improved upon the design of that vehicle, though this one is just very nostalgic to me as one of the first ever LEGO Marvel superhero sets that I got within my collection. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!